Today we're going to go check out one of the coolest places in the Ozarks and one of the neatest things you can do. Okay, so this is the entrance to Top of the Rock and Big Cedar Lodge. We just got done with the sales pitch, and now we're getting ready to go explore a little bit, have some fun, and show you some of the gorgeous nature that's around here. So as you drive into this place, you can just get an idea of the incredible beauty. It's springtime, so the dogwoods are blooming. I mean, goodness, just check out the drive-in and wait and see what you're in for. Just want to show how pretty it is, because you see the dogwoods in the trees. So when you come up here to Top of the Rock, this is where you'll probably start. This is the free parking area. You got a welcome center right here, and then there is also a big place over there with the museum and other stuff. But we're gonna head here for the cave trail, and we will figure this out, because this could be fun. So this is the check-in lobby. If you're going to do the golf cart tour and stuff, and you can just see it already gives you a feel for the area. And yes, hunting, it's owned by Johnny Morris. And then gift shop is there. So let me show you a few of the things here. This is the small gift shop. There is a much larger one. But you've got some snacks if you want that. They've got, of course, a nice, big, expensive, fancy restaurant, which that we won't do today for budget, but and all sorts of shirts. 50% off of those shirts. That means you get one sleeve instead of two. And fishing lures and all sorts of fun little things in here. But what we're gonna do in just a minute is we're gonna head out through here. We're gonna head out the doors. You can see those golf carts over there. We're gonna hop on one of those and we're gonna cruise around the property and have some fun. So where do we get to go? Well, here's the map for you. And you can kind of see there's all sorts of spots. That cathedral nature, you may have heard about the huge giant sinkhole they had open up. Well, that's what that is, and that's what we're gonna get to go see, as well as all out here. So you can see Table Rock Lake off in there in the distance. And just real pretty. But there, we get to cruise around all over the property. It's a little on the expensive side, but you basically go at your own pace. Oh, and because it's warm today, yes, we made sure we got drinks. Don't want to do without that. And so now we get to cruise along. I don't know. I get to use the golf carts at summer camp. I love driving golf carts. They're fun.
Wow.
And honestly, absolutely gorgeous day. Couldn't ask for better weather on that. So.
It's beautiful.
And that is as fast as she goes. I am pedal to the floor. Go. My golf carts, you can't go faster than this, but...
I'm glad. You can relax.
But it is kind of a one-way thing, as you can see. So yeah, no turning around, no free wandering.
No getting lost.
No getting lost. They did say that there is a bar in the cave part where you can buy a drink.
Probably not one that we need.
Well, no, I'm sure soft drinks and water too, which we bought already, just to make sure. But yeah, the beautiful Ozarks.
Enjoy the beautiful Ozarks, it says right there.
And if at any point you want to stop, just let me know and I'll kind of pull to the side so there's room for other carts to go around me.
It smells lovely too. Fragrant.
Yes, you can tell it's spring. You can smell the dogwoods and others.
And just the trees in general. I like how quiet it is, although I do hear a mower out there somewhere, but
yeah,
they maintain the lawn and the gardens really nicely. My grandpa would be pleased. You know, Grandpa was always into gardening
Well, Johnny Morris is also very huge into preserving nature and stuff as well. Even though, and part of that is with this conservation, it's related to the hunting and fishing and stuff. You want to make sure it's there for people later to enjoy. You don't hunt it out, fish it out. It's conserve it so that way it can still be done later. So you don't hunt anything that shouldn't be hunted.
Yeah. Well, that was our mower back there. You're a bird up there.
Yeah, so you hear a couple different birds.
I love birds.
Peter would be fascinated. He'd be trying to figure out who it was.
What it was.
What kind of bird. Did you know Johnny Morris purchased this land in 1994 from Dr. Graham Clark, former president of nearby College of the Ozarks? So, first cave. This one doesn't look real natural.
No, not at all.
There's a bird, though.
That was special. What was that supposed to be? A bear?
Somebody's got really bad gas.
I mean, what sound is that? There's the water.
Yep. Waterfall there.
Let's see if I can get
We
it.
actually get down to the bottom. So we'll see it from the bottom later. And you look to the right and see all the plantings and access roads.
Wonder what bush that is with a red.
Don't know. I'm sure I'll have somebody online tell me what that is. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what we're seeing, because all I know is it's a green bush with red stuff. I think the red might be leaves that are blooming still. So maybe it's a red bud that's gone past red. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's pretty. Right there.
That's a dogwood. And you got more down here.
Or the red bush.
I've heard Dogwood Canyon is gorgeous, especially with everything blooming right now. That'd be another 30-minute drive, but this is nice.
I love the sound of the birds.
Okay. See the beauty of this down here. Now, you got a lot of people stopping for pictures and other stuff, but I totally understand why, because this is just
Fantastic.
gorgeous. And I think I'm actually going to stop down here so I can come out and get a couple pictures. But yep, drive across the water.
Fantastic. Look at the view down.
And just beautiful. You see, it looks like we'll be down there a little bit later. And you can kind of see it going up there. But yeah, I definitely want to stop and get some pictures here. This is a good camera play area. Gotta get myself situated. I don't know why my wife's yelling at me.
Not either.
But use caution, steep decline. Are you talking about my age or the hill? Slow down, I can't go much slower than this already.
That's funny. You barely tried.
It is a pretty steep hill here though. Okay, let me try to hold the camera level, and that way you can get an idea of just how steep this actually is. But we'll look at that way, yeah. This is what Missouri rock looks like in its natural state. It's just lots and lots of layers. Now, what they'll tell you in geology is that sedimentary. It means that there was lots and lots of water over this at some point. It's not igneous, that's for sure. So everything here was underwater. Yep. Look at that gorgeous. Oh my.
Wow. That's easy.
Let me see if I can zoom this out a little bit.
There's a covered bridge down there.
Yep.
Too.
And just
Wow.
there's a viewing spot up there. I think we will definitely stop here and take a look at some other stuff, because this is amazing. And we actually get to drive through this amazing spot here in just a few. I'll give you an idea. That is where we will be going in just a few. You can see there's a walking trail up there, but we're going to be actually driving just like they are. In the meantime, we're actually looking at all of this. And oh my goodness. Okay, so you got the waterfalls that go down all the way like that. And below the covered bridge. Wow. So here's something interesting. A lot of these caves here are actually sinkholes. They're naturally formed things. But you can see that at one point this was underground because you can see some of the old formations back when it was still completely under. So kind of a neat little thing to see outside. Time to head into the cave. Welcome to the Lost Canyon Cave. Please keep your hands and feet inside the cart. Your lap and safety belts at all times. Do not stand up. Oh. Drive slowly and safely. Turn on lights. So I guess that means I need to look down here and hit the light switch. And you can see it does drip a little bit. We actually had some people that were commenting to put your top up, so we do actually have our top up on the golf cart partway. Don't want to totally close because it's just really pretty, but you can feel the cool air coming out as we wait for everybody else. Okay, so we can get a cannonball for $9. That means I can jump into the pool. The hoop-de-doo.
These are, I think, are liquors.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
We're not on public roads, so hey, if you have a little bit of drink while you're driving, yeah.
They'll just come by
We'll
and
just have
rescue
some.
your cart.
We'll have a great time while we're driving around.
Especially older people being able to bring it off the hill. Not good.
It's like, oh, hey, they even flashed menu up on the screen here.
Yes, it's been up there for a smidge.
But you know what? We already got our drinks.
We're cool.
So we don't need to worry about the bat bar. Just other drivers driving the spatty. So I switched cameras because my phone does a little bit better in the dark with compensating. So you can get a little bit look at the bar, but you can also see the huge waterfall that's in here. And this is just, looks amazing. So, okay. So we will let you take a look. And just beautiful. Swing up. And as you can see, I am waiting on traffic. Zoom out. Get you a little bit of a look at the whole thing. It goes way up. Look at all of this. Just beautiful. You know, I noticed that people are coming out of the cave and swinging back in again. So I think we could do this twice if we wanted to.
Yeah.
This is pretty. Okay, I will say right off the bat, it was, what, $34 a person, I believe?
Yeah.
Something like that. Being able to drive this part, it's worth it. This is amazing. The outdoor trails are really cool as well, but this is so neat. Either part, the outdoor or the indoor, either one would be worth it combined. And we're not even remotely halfway through this whole driving thing yet. We've got a long ways to go. Saber-toothed cat. And then when you come out, it's downhill again as we head towards the covered bridge. And there's all sorts of drips around here, so you definitely will want to keep your cover over you. to my shower. And yes, we still had a few drips. And then you come up and just look at this amazing view. The views around here are just awe-inspiring. They really are. So we're just reading this and realizing that bridge we went on was actually built by the Amish. So, see if I can flip this around. That one way back there. That's really cool. It honestly, this is amazing. You know, your first thought may be, oh, the price is a little steep, but this is definitely worth it. Very, very cool. Let me see, she's kind of enthralled. Lights off, y'all. Just in case you forgot coming out of the cave.
Did we turn ours off?
Yes, I turned mine off when we got outside. Because I'm a smart cookie. Chocolate chip. So I believe we went past this waterfall from up near the top.
Yeah.
But we had a ton of rain a couple days ago. I mean, several inches. So the waterfalls are showing up really, really nicely right now. But, oh, goodness, this is beautiful. Florida, eat your heart out. So there's lots of other stops, including the bear cave. Gotta love the sound effects with it. Next time, don't eat a burrito. But obviously can't get in there right now, but kind of let you get a look. Actually, doesn't look like something they would let people in normally anyways.
It's too uneven.
Yeah. But you can see a lot of the natural formations, the drips and crescents coming down. Curtains, that's what they're called. Had to think about that. So very, very neat. And we noticed that as soon as I walked away, yeah.
Maybe it is activated by someone who actually.
It really, as soon as we walked away, it stopped making noise. I'm like,
is monitoring it.
I can barely stand it. Making so much unbearable noise.
It's embarrassing.
Embarrassing, yeah, it is, isn't it? I've got her doing them now. So if you want to know why it's called Table Rock Lake, this is why. This is actually limestone with the layers, and it looks like a bunch of tables. Well, this is what the bottom of the lake actually looks like, as well as a lot of the rock around here. So that is what it is named after, is the table rocks. Just like this. And you'll find them all over the place here in Missouri. Lots and lots of limestone. Coming up to
Pretty.
Another waterfall here.
Amazing.
And this is another one that we saw from up above. And now we get to see it from down below. You can see they've got parking spots for the carts to walk up and get a closer look at it. Just beautiful. So as we're driving around up here, we just looked at our watches. And we've been doing this for over an hour already. We hadn't even realized because we were just having so much fun and enjoying it. And kind of like, wow, it's been a lot more time than we thought. And you've got another canyon going down. And I'm guessing this is another, little Amish bridge. So again, this bridge is all built by the Amish. They had them come out, so no tools, all done by hand. That is also part of Top of the Rock up there. That's the chapel, and then the museum and restaurant and stuff will be up there. And then right out there is Table Rock Lake. Just a gorgeous view. And you can see, you can literally see for a couple miles. So we have our Science for the Natural History Museum just ahead, and that's also where the restaurant and stuff is. So we'll be stopping up there and showing off a little bit. We're not doing the History Museum budgets, but we will try to give you a good look around as much as we can up there. And we do have to get some food. More steep path uphill as we come around the Horseshoe Falls. And I'll actually give you a look up here. Again, you can see the water coming over the road. And I almost feel like this one may be an artificial just because the water's coming out of the ground and ends in a pool. But it's still very, very cool looking, and that is actually where we just drove from down there. Well, this is a little bit of a bummer. The cart path going up to the other visitor center and everything's closed. Too bad, because I was hoping to be able to ride the cart up there. We will still hop on the shuttle and go up and check it out though. But in the meantime, we have to return back to the Welcome Center for the people that are too cheap to pay for valet parking. Like us.
Now folks, as you come around this corner, if you look to the left, you see a cabin over on the ridge. That is Jack's cabin, named after Jack Nicklaus. He designed our golf course up here. It is a par 3 9-hole course. It is the first par 3 9-hole ever approved by PGA for tournament play. That is also our only rental property up here. They rent that cabin out. It is a 2-bedroom, sleeps 4. Now the chapel that you see over there is closed till 5 o'clock. This hole you see 5 years ago was the driving range for Top of the Rock. One night in the middle of the night, a sinkhole appeared, May of 2015. 60 foot in diameter by 40 foot deep. Now, they started digging it out. They found the Cathedral of Nature buried underneath. They're down over 300 feet deep. They've taken out more than 1.5 million yards of dirt and rock. Now, if you break that down into truckloads, at 15 yards a truckload, that's over 150,000 trucks that they've hauled out of there. Now, they're going to dig for another year, maybe 2. When they get done digging, it's my understanding they're going to add it to the cave trail tour. So you'll be coming up here by golf cart and going through it. Now, I'm going to let you off in Arnie's barn. Once belonged to Arnold Palmer. He was sitting on his farm up in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Johnny Moore bought it from him when he found out it's made of a rare wood, made out of 250-year-old American chestnut. American chestnut almost became extinct due to a blight that came over from Asia in over-harvesting. Now it's the home of our 40,000 square foot museum, Arnie's gift shop, Arnie's pro shop, and Arnie's restaurant, which is the only restaurant open right now. In front of us is the Osage restaurant. It opens up at 4. Below the Osage restaurant is Arnie's barn.
So when you get up to the top area, this is what you're greeted by. A nice mammoth, just a beautiful building here, and the view is incredible. Now I will go outside and show you this, but this is a little bit better view of that sinkhole that they were talking about on the bus ride. And yeah, it's just mammoth. And this is actually the entrance to the museum, as well as heading up to the gift shop and other stuff. So we're gonna head out the doors here and let you see what's up this way. So the gift shop is right here, but there's more restaurants out here. The one that is open currently is right here.
That'd be kind of good for that, isn't it? You're stretching it at least.
It's short your swing. If you don't have
And let you see the sinkhole as it currently is. Yeah, just crazy. And of course, being a golf course, especially up here, you gotta have your tables out on the course for the people that can afford it. I don't know if I'd want to sit at those tables though, because that's the driving range right above it. You're kind of in the line of fire. And so the gift shop, you've got jams and jellies and all sorts of snacks. But then of course, all sorts of souvenirs. Just very easy to spend your money. Okay, some of the things that you saw in the other gift shop. But then, if you're a reader like me, well, yeah, easy way to spend your money on books. Birds, trees, wildlife, kids' books, all sorts of apparel, clothing, more books, specifically about the lodge, but also a lot more, including history. And I actually have a couple of these books on my shelf, which is interesting. Yes, I like history. So walking out this door, this is where the other restaurant is. It is actually right in there, but it is closed till this evening. And then normally this would be closed off because it's part of the restaurant, but because they're not open yet, we can take advantage. So we will. And yes, one more look at Table Rock Lake out there. Just beautiful. You can actually see their pool down there as well. So there's a look at Top of the Rock for you. You can see the chapel behind me, the gift shops, the restaurants, the Natural History Museum. So much to see out here and to be able to enjoy. Just a beautiful, beautiful area. It's going to cost you $10 to enter just to get through the parking spot. But they give you a $5 voucher to use pretty much wherever, so $5 for parking. Shuttle that'll take you from the free visitor slot up to here, but you can pay $15 for valet parking and park right up here. Kind of depends on what you want to do with your budget. But the shuttles run on a regular basis, and it's just a beautiful area. Honestly, the golf cart tour for me was worth it. That was amazing. Just absolutely beautiful. We spent a couple hours on that. So be sure to check that out. The restaurants are amazing food. We're not eating here today because of budget. We spent it on the golf cart. But I have eaten here before, and it's great food. And you can't beat a view like this when you're eating. So there's Top of the Rock for you. Come check it out if you're in the Branson area. Thank you so much for watching and joining in. Thanks so much for liking and commenting on the video. Thank you to my patrons, too, for helping to make things like this possible and being able to share it with you. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless.